Get ready to embark on a fascinating journey through the maritime past while we explore the 5 shipwrecks in history. Welcome to the Curiosities Radar channel. If you are new here, subscribe. We always bring new curiosities on various topics. So, without further delay, fasten your seatbelts. Together we will unravel these 5 deadly shipwrecks. First, the Wilhelm Gustloff ship in 1945. This ship made cruises for Nazi propaganda purposes, and during the Second World War, it also became transport ship for the evacuation of refugees, mainly Germans who fled Soviet advances. On January 30, 1945, the ship was hit by torpedoes from a Soviet submarine in the Baltic Sea. It is estimated that more than 9,000 people, mainly German refugees, including women and children, lost their lives in this shipwreck. This tragic incident occurred in the context of the end of the war and is considered the worst disaster in history in terms of number of deaths. Second, the shipwreck of the Goya ship in 1945. The Goya was originally built as a cargo ship by the shipyard in Oslo in 1940. During the Second World War, after the German occupation of Norway, the ship was seized by Germany. In 1945, during Operation Hannibal, the Goya was used as an evacuation ship that transported people the east and south of the Baltic. However, it was torpedoed by a Soviet submarine in the Baltic Sea. About 7,000 people, including soldiers, refugees, and crew, lost their lives in this shipwreck. We will talk about the shipwreck of the Japanese ship Junio Maru in 1944. This ship was a Japanese cargo ship built in 1913 in Glasgow. At the end of 1943, it began to be used for the transport of slave workers through Indonesia and as well as for the transport of prisoners of war, many of whom were sent to Burma or Sumatra for construction of Japanese railways in those regions. During the Second World War, the Japanese transport ship Junio Maru was sunk by torpedoes from a submarine in the Indian Ocean. It is estimated that more than 5,600 prisoners of war in Indonesia and forced laborers have died in shipwreck. This little-known disaster represents one of the greatest losses of human lives in a shipwreck. Prisoners of war. Fourth, the shipwreck of the Titanic in 1912. The RMS Titanic was a British passenger ship operated by the White Star Line and built by the and Wolf shipyards in Belfast. Although it is one of the most famous shipwrecks, the Titanic ranks 4th on this list in terms of number of deaths. The passenger ship collided with an iceberg on April 14, 1912 on its inaugural voyage in the ocean. Due to the lack of sufficient lifeboats, more than 1,500 people lost their lives in this tragic. The shipwreck of the Titanic remains one of the most emblematic and studied events in maritime. Fifth, the shipwreck of the USS Qianjia in 1948. It was a passenger ship transporting Chinese Civil War fugitives on December 4, 1948. It is believed that it exploded and sank near Shanghai, China, after colliding with a mine left by Japanese during World War II. It is estimated that more than 3,000 people have died, mainly Chinese civilians. This shipwreck occurred after the end of World War II and is considered one of the worst maritime in the history of China. These were the 5 deadliest shipwrecks. If you liked it, leave your like and it helps a lot that this video reaches more people. Don't forget to leave your comment and tell us which city you watch us from. We invite you to join our community. Subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this. Thank you for being with us, and until the next journey.
Jornada.